Alright, exercise number 1. I wouldn't expect to get this one crazy fast because you're changing strings back and forth a lot. But hopefully this gets you better at changing strings. Here we go, 60 beats. Make sure when you go to that last note, use your index finger, and don't do this. Don't hold down a chord. Make sure you're separating the notes. So take the finger off as you go. All right, double time. You might want to try doing this. We've talked about having you do the whole anchor thing, but you might want to try tilting your hand this way. So like use your pinky to anchor the body on the body of the guitar and have the butt of the pick pointing down towards the floor on this. So this riff is more appropriate for a downward slant. So the butt of the pick pointing down to the floor. Reason why. I think we've talked a little bit about this, but anyway, when you do a downward slant, when you pick down, let me get this closer here. So at the upper slant, doing the really, really fast stuff, and this is like a more exaggerated one, the faster you go, the kind of more it goes away. But basically the idea with the upward slant here, butt of the pick being the direction, the butt is pointed up. When you pick down, you pick away from the body of the guitar. When you pick up, you pick towards the body of the guitar. And that just changed the whole lighting scheme in here, didn't it? Crying out loud. Alright, so yeah, the upper pick slant, when you pick down, you go away from the guitar, upwards, and then when you pick up, you come towards it. Downward slant, when you pick down, you're going into the string, upward as you're going away from the guitar. So, upward pick slant, downward pick slant. For this riff, because you're changing a string on the down or the upstroke, so the downstroke, you hit the string next. They hit the adjacent string if you go far enough. I'm not doing that when I'm playing, but I'm exaggerating to get the point across. So down stroke, upstroke. So when you do the upstroke here, it's putting you in the air, which gives you the distance, or which allows you to kind of skip the next string or hit. Christ, I cannot talk today. This is really awkward to hold. So downstroke, downstroke. Now the pick is up in the air and you have the opportunity to go past the E string. And then this puts you up in the air again to go back down to the E string. Now if I did all upper strokes, see now I have to like blast through the strings in order to get to the next one, which is definitely possible. Here, I'll do the next, or the 120. Let me just go back down to 160. I really can't talk today. I can go back down to 60, so I can show you what the downward slant looks like. So I'm using the pinky to anchor this particular thing, and it's basically the same thing as doing a palm mute. It's like you have the palm mute position, and you get your palm away from it a little bit. Double time. do 160. Off time there. Now at this pace, I can't clear the damn string, so I might, since I'm not palm muting it, I'll probably just go back to doing this anyway. And actually, I kind of do like a back and forth little twist thing here. So anyway, I'm doing like this. I'm exaggerating it now. So missed a note. Because I'm faster with the upper slant, but I'll switch to the other way to sometimes try and clear a string. So I'll do that again at the 160. Let me start that over again. Let me watch my hand instead of making sure I'm in frame. Hopefully I stay in frame while I look elsewhere. So 160 is definitely hard to do. So that's why I said don't expect to get too fast with this, but hopefully it improves your string changing. 180, let's see what happens mechanically for me. Yeah, at that point I just said, fuck it, I'm not going to try and twist anything. I'm not rotating my arm, I'm just going to smack through the strings. Basically like this. So I'm hitting both strings like almost the whole time now. But I'm muting with my fret hand. You see when I'm hitting that E string, index finger's muting the A string. When I hit this, thumb's over the top and muting the E string. So I can do this all day long. You're not going to hear that E string. Same thing here, I'm hitting two strings, but because my index finger is muting, you really don't hear that A string. So you get to a certain point in your speed, you have to do the muting with the left hand in order to pick faster and faster. So when it seems like you can't really play it that clean, start making sure that your left hand or your right hand, your fret hand, make sure the fret hand is muting things well. So anyway, 180 again. Let's see, can I do 200 on this thing? So it definitely gets, this is a challenging one. So keep all that in mind as you work on stuff, or work on this one this week. Hey, the cat's in the sun. Look how angelic he looks. Try and get some light on this guitar here. Alright, number 2. I'm just gonna, hopefully the acoustic of this will be loud enough. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so this one's not a speed drill. Man, the lighting in here is just... Alright, there you go. I guess that works. So yeah, just work on cleanliness. So look at how my fret hand looks when I'm doing it. Hang on. Yeah, the B string first. See how bent my pinky is? So you don't want to have it flat like that at all. Keep it bent like that, up on the tip. Up on the tip. Thumb's definitely got to be behind the middle of your hand on this one. when I get down here, I have to really put my elbow out like this. It's not a fun one to hold. I'm trying not to have my wrist bent very much. Whoop. If I have my wrist bent, I have issues. So, there you go. There's that one. Okay. Number 3. Okay. 60 beats. I was doing that way too fast. Double time. Because you're finishing on like basically every note you finish on in the group of 4 notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. When you start the next group, you're basically doing the same fret, so you don't need to let the note ring out the entire time. And I'm using my picking hand to help mute things, so I'm going and then covering the string so I can change from string to string without making a bunch of racket. In fact, that's the next tempo. Now let me do like a 160 here. And then let's do 200. Take 2. And 240. Right, and number 4. Double time. Itchy nose. And goal speed of 240. Okay. I believe that covers everything. Yeah. Let me know if you got questions. Make sure there's no cat behind me, because I don't want to run it over. I'll see you Friday.